Sue has provided so many meditations for us here, and we're so pleased to have you back, Sue. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Miss Ruth.
We are ready for you whenever you're ready.
All right, I am ready. So for those of you that don't know me, you can see a little bit behind me. I have my name back there, Sue Broome, and I've done a couple of my own decks of cards, which I do angel card readings. You probably see me in the lineup. So it's interesting because when I do these meditations, I never plan them because I know the angels will come in, but sometimes they feed me little things beforehand just to kind of give me, it's like, okay, it's going to be about this and it's going to, touch on this. And it's like, okay. And yesterday, the card for the weekly reading was clarity. And this morning, all of a sudden clarity popped in. And it's like, oh, I like that. I like that, angels, because it's many times, especially this time of year, people are looking at, well, what have I accomplished this year, or what have I learned, and what am I moving into? And as I was just talking with Ruth, right now, it feels like there is a little bit of a lull with a lot of people. And I believe that not only are the angels supporting us in this lull, moving on to where it is that we're going to be going, but they're also helping with clarity, as well as the planets. Now, I don't know a lot about astrology, but I do know that the planets are supporting us in the external world, but it all does come back to our internal world and what's going on within. Some of us may not feel that we have clarity right now, but today the angels, that's what they wanted me to focus on as I do this meditation. So, of course, I'm going to ask everyone to call in your own angels and guides. And if you have loved ones on the other side that you would like to support you in your meditation right now, please ask them into your circle. As well as if there are any star beings that you work with, you can call on them to step a little bit closer. And once you can feel the energy shift. And I should also point out, in case you hear chimes, the chimes, they're solar chimes, they're going crazy, but they also, I call them sometimes spirit chimes, because they will also put their voice in when it is when they want to be heard. So calling in all of your angels, all of your guides, all of your loved ones, and taking a couple of deep breaths to clear your energy in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just feeling your body rest back into the chair that you're sitting in. Maybe feeling some stresses wash away. And a couple more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And asking your angels and guides and loved ones to step even a little bit closer. They're all here supporting us. You can ask them today, every day, for messages or signs in as easy as an ask as that. Please send me a sign. Please share a message. And these all help us with our clarity. So the angels wanted us to go on a journey. Take a couple of more deep breaths. Sinking back even deeper into your chair. And let's walk down a beautiful path. And see and smell the nature around you. It may be in the leaves on the tree that you're noticing, or the fallen leaves. There may be some scents of flowers that you're catching. There may be some birds or some critters crossing your path or making themselves known. As you're walking along, you can feel the warmth of the sun. And as you're walking along, different things along the way will catch your eye far into the distance. And as you catch a glimpse, it may seem like it's out of focus. And as you walk along, it becomes more in focus. It's more clear as to what it is that you're seeing off in the distance. It may be a beautiful red leaf laying on the ground. It may be a beautiful flower that you weren't quite sure what it was. But as you're walking along, things are becoming more clear the closer you get. Questions may be going through your mind. And you notice as a question comes up on whatever topic, it's as if it floats up out of your head. And the nature around you will give you an answer in response. You may hear squirrels in the distance playing. And maybe your question was, what's my next step? Are we listening to the signs and sounds of nature that's around us? Are we taking time throughout our day to play, to have fun, to hide away some nuts for tomorrow, to scamper up a tree, to feel the energy of a tree, to sit up in the branches and look down upon the world? How do these things that the squirrels may be showing us, how do they answer our questions and give us more clarity on our path? What does the color red symbolize for us in the leaf that we saw? Is it passion? Is it our first chakra? Is it something else that has meaning for us? How does that answer any questions that you may have floating up as you're walking along the path? In the distance, you see something else that looks confusing at first. And you think the answers will come. I will get more information as I'm walking closer. But as I'm walking, I'm going to enjoy all of the sounds I'm hearing, all of the scents that I'm noticing, all of the feelings that are coming up. You may even notice that your angels, your loved ones, are stepping even closer and walking right along with you. You may receive messages from them as you're walking along that also add to the clarity that you're searching for. In the distance, something that caught your eye is still coming into focus. Maybe it's the crickets. Pay attention to all the noises. For those of you that may think the phone alarm had nothing to do with what I was seeing or hearing, it has everything to do with what you're seeing and hearing. As you get closer, things are becoming even more clear. Questions that you've had popping up along the way, it's like nature has doubled down and giving you more information. The blue sky, the warmth of the sun, the different colors that you're noticing, they all seem to correlate with a question that is bubbling up now or that you had in the last day or so. Just tucking all of this information away. Off in the distance, you may hear some people playing a game. And there's the word play again. There's laughter. Are you bringing laughter into your life? Is there joy in your days? What are you doing to feed your soul? As you're walking along in the distance, it's still not becoming clear, but you know that it will. You allow nature to continue to share information, just enjoying what it is that you are noticing. Every once in a while, you just stop and put your head up to the sun, feeling the warmth, thanking the divine for being with you on this beautiful walk, thanking your angels, your guides, your loved ones, to being with you, for walking with you, and not only this path, but on your spiritual path of this lifetime and beyond. Each time you stop and just allow the warmth of the sun and the love of the divine to fill up every cell of your being. When you start walking again, what's in the distance becomes a little bit more clear. Maybe there's more color to it. Maybe you can just see what it is a little bit easier, a little bit more, but it's still in the distance. You still have steps to go before it will become totally clear. As you continue to walk, you can hear the birds singing in the background. It may bring up some memories. It may spark something else within you. Does it seem as if the bird is answering each question you have? Not necessarily understanding what the bird is saying, but you have a question and the bird sings a song. You have another question and the bird sings its response. On some level, you will understand. Part of what birds will teach us is we all have the freedom to fly when we want to. We all have our own voices. Some may not understand the words, but they will feel the energy. So listen very carefully. You ask a question. What is the bird's song for you? You continue on this path. So many amazing sounds. It seems as if, except way off in the distance, you're the only person around. And yet there's so much life around you. The animals are filled with life. The plants, even though some of the trees may have lost their leaves, there's still so much life to them. It's as if they're reaching out to you with their arms, letting you know that they are here for you. Each tree has its own energy. Each plant has its own energy. As you're walking along, You can feel all of this love from nature. It's as if there is love being given off from every single plant you see, every single tree you see, all the flowers, even the grass. Feels like there's just love and energy coming from it. And you reciprocate. It feels as if your heart is expanding just from feeling the energy. You notice off in the distance, it's as if you can see the auras, the energy from the trees ahead. It's easier to see it from a distance. You notice it. Something else that's becoming clear from the distance. It's as if you need to be at a distance in order to see clearly. Because the closer you get, it's harder to see. What you are seeing off in the distance that's slowly coming into focus seems as if it's continually moving just as you are, but not at the same pace. It becomes clear, but not totally clear yet. It seems as if there are more things each day for you to notice, asking the questions, allowing the answers to come in, to bring in the clarity. Today may not be the day for you to fully see and notice what's ahead, what's in your future, what's further along the path. But each step you take gets you a little bit closer. Each day, you notice more things. And as you recognize the responses from nature on your path, and you put those into play, more things will become clear. Laughter, joy, singing, feeling the energy, noticing the love from all the living around you, from all the living plants and animals. All of it feeds into the clarity of who you are, of who you are becoming. You're not the same that you were yesterday. You're not the same that you will be tomorrow. Each step brings more clarity, brings more love. You stop again to feel the sun. You even outstretch your arms, having your face up, allowing the love of the divine to fill you every single cell. You can feel the love pouring in. And at this moment, you thank the divine. And you thank your angels and your guides and your loved ones for being with you on your path. You thank all of nature. And you know this path is always here for you to come back and walk and listen and feel the loving energy. And with gratitude and appreciation and love filling your entire being, you take a few deep breaths and slowly come back into your body. Coming all the way back, wiggling your fingers and toes. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome. An interesting journey.
It was a very interesting journey. I always love your meditations. There were a couple things you said that really stuck out to me. You said we all have the freedom to fly when we want to.
I know. I was listening to it's like, oh my gosh, I'm glad this is recorded. I have to re-listen to that.
Yeah, that was a good one. A really good one.
Well, you know, it wasn't me. It was, yes.
Yeah. That was good. And then you also said you need to be at a distance to see clearly. So true.
You know, it's so interesting because I'm so glad that I can get my ego out of the way because I keep thinking it's like, okay, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. And it's like,
I don't know where this is going.
yeah. And then it's like that. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah. That was very interesting as well.
And then I also appreciated as I was walking down the path, I thought, oh, well, there's this lump on the path, and I don't know what that is. And I thought, that's okay. It's really okay that I don't know what it is. And I can keep moving forward down my path.
Mhm.
Maybe someday I'll know what it is, and maybe I won't. When you think about it, as you're walking on a real path, there may be a rock or something, and you don't stop and go, oh, I know exactly what kind of stone that is. That's a sedimentary, blah, blah. We don't do that. We just go, nice rock, and keep walking.
Yep.
And I think that that's perfectly okay to do that in this spiritual life walk as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that really interesting because yeah, some things we do know, like the birds singing. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. It's like you might not understand it, but you can feel it. And it's like, yeah, there's things we don't understand it from our mind, but we do feel it.
And it is in our world. It's there on the path.
It is. It is. I always very much enjoy doing these meditations on unenlightened world, Miss Ruth. I really do because they're they're always so interesting to me. Where we go and what comes up, and they really do make sense in a very different than anticipated way.
Well, and they're always so timely. I love the divine timing on all of the meditations. I can just so see why that person was scheduled on that particular day.
Mhm. It's funny, it's like sitting on that branch looking down upon the world. It's like, oh, yeah, I see where that little critter's gonna go over and do that, and I get it. It does make sense.
And there's no coincidences. I think it just, and there's no mistakes. I just think it's all just sort of divine timing as things lay right out.
Yeah, it's like 2020 looking backwards.
That hindsight is always so perfect. Yeah,
It
well,
is.
Sue, could you take a minute and share with us your latest journal? What have you been up to?
Actually, I haven't really been doing a lot of journals lately, except, all right, I'm going to move this for just a second because it's just right here. I don't know if I shared this with you before, but I've done a couple of coloring books. Did I share those with you? Did I show you?
I think we've seen them. Flip through. Let us see the inside. Beautiful.
So I did 2 round ones, but then I did a rectangle one.
That's cool. Wow.
So, and some of them, honest to gosh, are really, I call them intense, but I think sometimes we need the intensity to pull us out of what is going on.
Yeah.
And it's so, and actually, so the colors that are on the outside, these are all different mandalas that are in here. And it's just all, some of them are big. I mean, there's not as much coloring. Well, these are all kind of intense to me, but some of,
They're beautiful, Sue.
and they're fun. I mean, creating them, I get drawn into the creativity of it. But like
Wow. Wow.
So
that's fabulous.
they really will take your mind off and help you focus. And you know how it is sometimes when you are focused on something else, it actually helps you figure things out, though you don't realize that that's what it's doing.
Right.
So I've been working, it seems like I've been working, playing with mandalas in a lot of different ways. Might be coming up with a deck of cards with mandalas. I'm not sure. That hasn't quite formulated yet. But, and I do want to start doing more journals again because I'd like to create some like wintry ones, but I just haven't. But I know they're coming. Now, one that I did pull out the other day, I think that this is kind of an important one. Have you seen the angel quotes at all that I did?
Oh, no, that's beautiful.
So I have 5 different angel quote journals, and they're journals. They're similar to the journal that you had done where, every so many pages, there's a quote.
Yeah.
And I have 5 different colors of those that are all available. And I just think because the inspiration from the angels and then coming through with, and journaling about either about that or about whatever, I think is beneficial.
So you are so creative, and it is so fun to watch all of your little projects come to life like that. It's so cool.
Thank you. Thank you. I do try to, when I share this stuff on my page, I try to share them over on Enlightened World so you can see them. But I think I need to go through, and even some of them that I have out there that I've had out there for a while, I think I need to share again because they're, 'tis the season right now, for people looking for something different or something fun. So
It's the perfect season for that.
it
So
is.
if they want to see more of your work, do they go on Amazon? Where do they go to find your journals and your coloring books?
Easiest way is go to my website, SueBroome.com, because the journals are on Amazon and you can find, see, some of them I have under a pen name. That's why it's easiest to just go to my website. Because I have that information for all of the journals and my personal books that are out there. So it's easier to go to my website and find it. And that way too, people can see the decks of cards that I have.
Oh, you've got a lot. Yeah, it's so fun. You have got a lot out there. So Sue, thank you. Thank you for the meditation today. I always enjoy my time with you.
Thank you, Miss Ruth, for inviting me. And as you know, I love coming back and doing work or meditations with you. So thank you.
Of course. So friends here at Enlightened World Network, we do have an intense several days coming up starting the 23rd of December. It's going to be nonstop programming until January 3rd. So if you're at home with nowhere to be and you would like to watch some inspirational programming, keep an eye on Enlightened World Network here at Facebook or on YouTube. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with us. Take good care and God bless. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.